When you save $100, do these 5 things right away. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. In this video, we're going to talk about why it's hard to save money, the lessons you learned from saving money, and what to do after you've saved it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jason, and here at Adversify, we talk about ways for you to get smart with your money. Before we get started, I'd like to make a little request. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that like and subscribe button. It really helped the channel out. So why is it so hard to save? I want to read you something. According to Civic Science, 26% of U.S. adults have less than $100 available in their savings account. Why is that? I believe that it's because of a concept called inflation. Inflation is the rising cost of goods and services. That affects the food that you buy at the grocery store, the transportation you use to get around, and the utilities that you use to light your house or your apartment, your water, your sanitation, and everything in between. Life just gets in the way, but inflation in our economy is also a contributing factor to why things have gone up. This is why it's important to have savings on hand. What will you learn from saving? Well, I've got good news and bad news, so I'm going to start with the bad news first. The bad news is saving $100 is not going to change your entire life. But the good news is it will teach you two things. It's going to teach you discipline, and it's going to teach you consistency. These are the two things that you're going to need to get on the financial path. Here's what I need you to do next. When you have that $100 saved, I need you to put it aside and focus on acquiring a new skill. Why do I say that? Remember how we talked about discipline and consistency earlier? If you have the discipline and consistency to save $100, you'll discover that you also have the consistency and discipline to learn a new skill. All right, you're probably asking yourself, how do I do that? Now we're going to go back to those 5 things I was telling you about earlier. Number 1, you're going to go online and you're going to do a search for high-paying, in-demand skills. What that's going to do is that's going to give you a list of all the skills that are currently in demand that pay at or above a living wage. Next, you're going to go through the list and see if there are any barriers of entry. Does it need a certificate, degree, or does it require any previous experience? You're going to go through the list and identify all of these things, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Number 2, once we've determined what the high-paying in-demand skill is, we have to determine whether or not the position is in our area or can be done online. This is easy as going back to the internet, doing a couple of quick searches, and seeing if these high-paying in-demand skills are in your local area. Number 3, understand what it's going to take to learn the skill. In order to learn skills, it primarily breaks down to 2 things: money, time, or both. Now, as you're looking at this high-paying in-demand skill you're trying to learn, identify how much money is it going to cost, if any, in order to learn this new skill. Some skills and their resources are made available free online, but just remember that some of those free resources may only take you so far. It's up to you to decide whether or not, after you've learned the free material, you're going to invest real capital in order to continue learning that new skill in order to put you in a new position. Number 4, the discipline and consistency that's going to be required for you to learn this new skill is going to require time, like we discussed earlier. You're going to have to set up a calendar, or if you don't have a calendar in front of you, you have to pick a specific time and remain with that time in order to learn that new skill, whether it's 30 minutes a day or an hour a day or sometimes if you don't even have that, if you just have 5 to 10 minutes here or there, continue to either read, look at videos, or any other resource that you have available in order to reach your goal. But the key is you have to remain consistent on getting where you need to be. Number 5, as you're learning this new skill, just keep in mind, how do I use this information to solve real world problems? Because remember, that's what they're hiring you to do. They're going to expect you to have the knowledge in order to give you a problem in which you are going to have to solve. Okay, I hope this video has brought value to you. If it has, please put a comment below. And always remember, I'm always here in your corner, and if you need any help, let me know. Thanks for viewing.